All right, welcome back to another rendition of the TBD show. I am Byron. With me today is Don P. And Chad couldn't be here today, but we can keep it rolling. And together we make up the TBD show. And like I said, I want to start with something new. Start introducing the songs that we playing in the beginning. So the song right here is called "Some" by Wisdom. Check it out on all platforms. So how you doing today, dog?
Man, everything going good, man. Ready to roll. How about you?
I'm good, dog. Just keeping it cooler. And taking it day by day. That's all I can do at this point.
That old dude response, taking it day by day.
Come on now. Oh, now here you go. I can't call
Yeah,
it.
I can't call it.
With that, let me kick it off. I think on this episode, we're just gonna keep it light. I mean, if the questions seem all over the place, y'all bear with us, but it's gonna be a good one, though. I can tell you that. So the first one I'm gonna go with something funny. I think if you could have dinner with any three people, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Um, Probably Tupac,
Okay.
Tupac, Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find somebody old. Somebody old. Oh, Tupac, Prince, Richard Pryor.
Okay. You ain't dig in on it. I would say, why would you say Tupac?
But Tupac, favorite rapper. Uh, Dude was smart. He was on that revolutionary stuff. Uh, Gemini just like me, so a lot of personality there. Prince was just on a different level. He was just like in his own bubble. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like he was the first person talking about masters and owning your own music. And
Mm-hmm.
if you watch his interviews, the dude was deep. Like a lot of young people we see like the clothes and how he act or whatever. But if you watch his interview, like
Mm-hmm.
dude is real. Like some of that stuff he be saying. Like I don't know if you seen the interview with Nas, but Prince would
Well,
do,
which show?
huh?
Which show was it on?
I think it was Breakfast Club,
Okay.
and he went to do a feature with Nas, and Nas like, why? He's like, because you don't own your music. I want you to get rich. I don't want them to get rich off of it.
Mm.
And then Richard Pryor, funny. I think he the funniest dude ever. Like I think he funnier than Kevin Hart. Like funniest dude ever. I think it go him, Eddie Murphy, then Kevin Hart. But yeah, Richard Pryor. He said a lot of deep
So
stuff too.
so what? I mean, I don't want to cut you off. So you would put Kevin Hart in your top three or some shit, or not?
I guess yeah. I put him in the top three. I think it's because you know what I did watch Red Fox stand up, and Red Fox, like a lot of people like Sanford Son. I never really got into it,
Mm-hmm.
but his stand ups is actually funny. Like, dude is crazy.
Yes.
But I guess because of the area I'm in, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the area of Kevin Hart. I think it's kind of like when people say LeBron James, and then you see like these older players say, "Oh, he's nobody. He couldn't guard this person if he
Mm-hmm.
was back in his era." But it's just the era we in. Like, I guess our you know, adult time frame. Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Hart just been around the whole time, been the most consistent. And
Okay.
sometimes I just like people just because of his work ethic and you know stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. I see.
Well. Before we get into that, not like he was offended. He ain't in your top three.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I fuck with him. He one of my favorites, but he wouldn't be in my top three for comedians that I really like. Like for me lately, I put it this way: if you asked me 15 years ago, Dave Chappelle wouldn't have been in like my top three. But since he didn't reemerge the last maybe 3-4 years and drop all the specials, he didn't slid in there and for me just I don't know, like he it for me right now. So I would say like my top three, no particular order. I got Dave Chappelle. Uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cat Williams. Because to me, that is Pimpin' special. That's one of my favorite ones to this day. And
Yeah.
then just off the strength, because to me, we didn't get the full emergence of his career. I'm gonna throw Bernie Mac in there for my third, or just
Oh man, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Because like I said,
Yeah,
to me, I felt like we even though he was an older comedian, but we didn't get to me. I don't think we got his fullest potential on the comedic side or anything. Because I mean,
yeah,
at this point, he might have been a full blown movie star at this point in his
yeah,
career if he was still alive. So I would say that. But just to go back to the question, I probably would throw Bernie Mac in there as one of the people I would like to have. What was it dinner with
yeah.
or meet? Second would be Shaq.
That'd be dope.
Third, let me get a little business side with it. Maybe just something different. I'd probably say Jeff Bezos.
Oh, Jeff Bezos. Okay.
Just to pick his brain and just to rattle off with him, I would say Jeff Bezos. Like I said, just to pick his brain to see a guy. Like I said, I'm not gonna say I'm the biggest fan or I know his whole story. I just from a guy who started in his garage
Yeah, yeah,
built
definitely.
this multi-billion-dollar business, dog, and then he ventures off and does other products and business ventures and everything like that. That's to me, that's dope. And of course, one for Bernie Mac, I would say. I think it just been a great conversation just to have with him and get more
Yeah.
of his life story and everything like that. And a reason for Shaq, I like Shaq. I ain't gonna say I love Shaq's hustle.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
man is what 7'2", something like that, whatever, 300 plus pound. Funny as hell. Naturally funny, but he got the business mind to do this, to jump into that. And to me, I haven't seen him do any bad business deals. Whether it's the general commercial, uh, don't really care for Papa John's pizza, but him doing that. What else he do? The icy hot. Just name a few. Like the man is just he got a business mind, and then even if anybody caught his show during the pandemic last year on TNT, Shaq's Life, him doing the DJing on the side, and then him doing little MMA shit. Like the man
Man.
just does so many things. Like I say, and he naturally funny. But I just would love to sit down with him, and I tell people all the time, I wish Shaq was like one of my uncles or some shit.
Yeah, like dude got a doctrines in marketing.
Yeah,
He owns some I think what it was. He owns some Smoothie Kings. He owns Five Guys.
got some
He
chicken
owns
spots up in Vegas. He got dog.
24/7 24/7 fitness. He got like man, it's like 100 or more.
He got
Investors.
he got his hands in every little thing, and like I said, I haven't seen him do a bad one yet. I mean,
There's one
knock
opportunity
on
he missed out
wood. I
on.
hope he don't, but it just he about like number one person I wish I could meet or even have like I say have the dinner with or whatever like that and so forth. So I fuck with Shaq the most at the end of the three I listed. I let me hang with Shaq for a day.
Yeah, he missed out on that opportunity with Starbucks.
Yeah.
He ain't take it because he said black people don't drink coffee, and
Hmm.
females
It ain't
love.
about it ain't about what black people drink. It's about what's gonna sell.
But nah, but a lot of them black women they love Starbucks.
Oh, come shit. I fuck with Starbucks. Shit. Shout out to Starbucks for their little egg bites they got.
He said he made that decision because when he was growing up, he said nobody in this house drank coffee, so that's how he
Yeah.
made that decision. But like,
Yeah.
nah, it ain't about that no more.
Shit. I mean that's like a lot of people because it was I forgot which artist it was and they had a chance to jump in on Uber but they didn't do it. They didn't buy into it, and then look what Uber has turned into now. So
Yeah,
it's a lot of like everybody's not gonna hit on everything that they jump into business wise, but it's just
yeah.
hey, it's a hit or miss type of game you gonna play with that. And, yeah, I would just say just to keep it moving on that topic. Just something personal for us. I say we could ask, what's something people seem to misunderstand about you?
Man, I would say this: like some people don't really like. I had this girl tell me this. She said people think they know you, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody. She said it's a lot of people that really don't know you. Like they can hang with you all day and they don't know you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think certain situations, people, certain situations, people see the persona so much
Mm-hmm.
that they think that's really who I am.
Yeah.
And then if I say something that's really me, they don't understand it. So people be so focused on the persona. Like while I was in the military, right? I told people I was from Palm Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was from Palm Beach, they never heard Palm Beach.
Yeah.
They heard Miami. So every weekend, hey, you going back to Miami? And I'm like, yeah, yeah. Hey man, did you see the Heat? I'm not even a Heat fan.
Yeah.
Hey, you know Plies coming out with that album? You think I don't know Plies coming out? You
Yeah.
know? And then it's also too like I had this persona in the military. Like they thought I messed with so many chicks and I didn't.
Yeah.
And they
You
and it
probably
was
you probably knew them, but not like you were doing anything with them, really, type of
yeah.
thing.
So somebody created this persona that because they thought I party all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They thought they thought every girl you seen me talking to, I was messing with them.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how serious it was to two of my homegirls, right? One of my homegirls, I told her I went to the library and
Mm-hmm.
she laughed for like 5 minutes straight. I'm like, what are you laughing at? You went to the library? I'm like, yeah. She's like, so how you get the books? Like, you gotta sign some paper because we go on the water, like you gotta sign some paper. I'm like, nah, I got a library card. And she started back laughing. She was crying like if some people think I don't read books.
Yeah.
I was offended. He laughed so hard. So I would just say that like some people probably don't really know me.
Mm.
You know, they may think they know me, but they just people get caught up in a persona. And I tell people sometimes you gotta have a persona just to go to work, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, some people may think like at work, they're like, yeah, Byron's cool, yeah, he's nice, he's yeah, man, I bet you Byron don't even drink. You know, it can be whatever persona. Then you
Some
go back
simple
and you're like,
simple thing, yo.
what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And I had a guy, you know, because I carry myself so good at work, I had an older white guy say,
Mm.
man, I wish I had the cards Diamond was dealt. And I was like, this dude has no clue
Like, bro, you don't know my life, bro.
at all. I'm
You
like,
don't know what cards were dealt for me.
yeah, you would have survived. I don't think you would have survived where I'm from. You know,
Come on now.
you with your hunting keep in mind, this guy says this, right?
Mm.
He owns like 30 motorcycles.
Come on, man.
30 Harley Davidsons.
But
Like
but
those,
you want my life.
has a full shop. He works on motorcycles and you know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm.
just like I don't know. Like sometimes I'll be talking and I guess because you talk a certain way, they really don't know. So I would say that's probably it. You know,
Okay,
that's the one thing that came to mind. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff, but I have to really sit and think.
gotcha. I think on me is something like I think I mostly got it. You know, teenage years, young adult life. People always think I was mean,
Really?
and yeah, and funny, like for me, I walk with it. I guess people say a natural scowl on my face where it's just I'm really just happy go lucky. I could just look like this, and
Yeah.
people think oh he mean da da da. But then once they get to know me, I'm funny, loving, caring dude. But just don't get my timing wrong. then then mean something come out. But a lot of people thought I was mean because I keep myself. I'm quiet. I'll talk when I want to talk on a subject or whatever. But if not, I'm gonna sit there quiet and just vibe out and just I'm listening to everything that's going on. I'm just sitting there vibing. Like I said, a lot of people think I'm mean and just for like a short story is like I remember going to the club back in the day and I think what I had on simple little outfit, but I had some like it was like some like navy blue Air Force Ones back in the day, and Buddy wouldn't let me in the club because he think I might start something just because somebody may step on my shoe. I'm gonna do something, but I'm like, bro, I'm not even that. It's not even that deep about no damn shoes. You step in my shoe, I'm gonna look at you, look crazy, but I just hope that you give me the natural respect of saying, "Hey, my bad, bro," and then hey, keep it moving. I don't need you to get down there on fours and with a toothbrush and some soap to clean them off. If you scuff them, like I'm gonna just keep it moving. I ain't on that type of level. But even if the motherfucker didn't say my bad, I ain't finna go and attack him or no shit like that. It is what it is. But like I said, I walk with a natural scowl on my face, and then like I said, they just give me the thing. Oh, he mean, this and the third. Now I'm far from it, dog. I crack a joke in the instant on your ass.
Okay. I get that too. In the
Right.
military, they don't say that. They say this. I don't know. He's just unapproachable. I'm 18. I'm 30 now. I'm not scared to talk to nobody that's 18.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, man, it sounds like they're making excuses. I said, first of all, how am I unapproachable? I
Mm.
said, I don't really talk.
Yeah.
And then when they do see me, I'm laughing. So what is unapproachable about
Come
that?
on, man.
No, man, it's you just unapproachable because you don't really joke around with people. I said, what? I don't do it. And it's the same thing. Like it's a recent job I love. The
Mm.
dude wanted me to come joke with him and stuff like that. And I had an older dude at one nuke site, which I already noticed, but
Mm.
he's like, nah, man, it's good to be cool with the customer, but he was just like,
Mm.
don't be joking around. You better keep shit tight. He said that's how some people get fucked up and lose their job. They think everything's a joke, and then the customer leave their ass hanging, now they stuck. He
Yeah.
said, he said, keep everything tight. I said, I already know that. You know what I'm saying? So every job I go to, they always say, you can't figure him out. Or yeah, a grown man asking another grown man, hey, does he talk? It's like, yeah, we talk all day. Just don't talk to him. We don't have nothing to talk about.
Come on,
We
man.
do the extra talking. Like,
Yeah.
we working. Now everything going good, we can tell jokes, but they just walking that day.
Yeah.
Tell jokes every day. Hey, let's talk about my guns I got. Let's talk about hunting. Let's talk about fishing. I mean, most of the stuff I want to talk about, we have nothing in common.
Come on, man.
Nothing in common. Guess what? Y'all don't watch football because those guys don't want to stand up for the flag. That's what it was about.
Yep.
So we don't have nothing in common.
Shit,
And now,
they starting to get into the basketball a little bit with especially with them kneeling in the bubble, and then some people, I hear little whispers. Oh, I can't even watch basketball. They kneeling in basketball now.
I'm gonna tell you, the group I work with, they never watch basketball anyway.
Come on now,
So they don't they just ain't on what I'm on. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I bet you if you would have brought up any baseball or hockey, they ass would have. Oh, you watch baseball? What's your favorite team?
I'm gonna tell you this. This group, I don't even think they watch baseball. This is hunting,
Ah,
guns.
gotcha.
Hey, what do you guys do this weekend? Oh, me and the other two guys, we bought AR-15s. This
Sound
is
like
real.
somebody else I know.
This is real. This is not even a joke. Dude said it like they went to go buy shoes.
Yeah,
So this is hunting, guns, fishing, Trump. That's it. That's all the
yeah,
conversation. And then if you go out with them outside of work, guess what they're talking about? Work.
agree.
We can't hang out together. We can't. So me, usually I go to these jobs.
Hmm.
I don't hang with nobody. I'm usually the only black person there, which that's not the problem. But it's they own what I just told you about.
Hmm.
They don't. A lot of these guys married. You never hear them mention their wives.
Yeah.
They talk about Trump more than their wives. They talk about I just bought a new truck for $60,000, $80,000. Like we're not the same.
Yeah. Come on now.
We just we
You
don't
buying
got nothing in
hey, you
common.
buying shit that depreciate. I'm buying shit that appreciates over time.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like we could talk about some money. That's cool, but they don't really. We just don't have it in common, and I don't. Black, white, Spanish. I don't want to go out with nobody that wants to talk about work after we just did a 12-hour shift, not eight
Yeah.
hours,
12 hours.
12-hour shift, and you
I
want.
feel you on that.
We
I'm,
ain't
I'm
talking
with
about that shit enough in 12 hours,
I'm with y'all that all
dude.
the way.
Dude,
Man.
dude. So that's what that is.
And just to go back, if some people forgot when he mentioned this, like when you said, I'm from Palm Beach, and they, oh, so how Miami? Like, people, Palm Beach is a whole separate city from Miami. And I ain't gonna front. Back in the day, if I'm out of town, I'm like, oh, I'm from Palm Beach. Where is it? Oh, that's about 10 minutes from Miami, just to fuck with them.
Yeah,
make them feel good about themselves. Cause they say, "Oh, we from Miami." Nah, I ain't from there, but okay. Shout out
yeah.
to
That's
Miami
like
though. Anyway.
people get associated with what they want to associate with. Like when I was in London.
Mm.
I told a girl I was from Florida. She said she called her French like, "Come here, hey guys, he's from Disney World."
What?
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like overseas, the only thing they know is Orlando.
Yeah, cause that's the
So
tourist spot.
yeah, so I was in London in 2009 or was it 11? The girl said, "Come here, guys, he's from Disney World."
That's funny. Oh boy. Oh man. Let's just keep it moving. I just something like another little personal question. What are you not very good at?
You know what? I would say it got to be a better word for it, but I say it's nitpicking. Like I'm not a person, or when young we call it whining, and I'm used to being the person that tell people, "Hey, that man, he always whining." So I'm not used to a person messing up, and I tell you step by step you messing up
Yeah.
because you might have made a mistake. You might be having a bad day. Now, once you done let it happen a lot of times, then I done built it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really good at, I guess, like handling problem as they come. Like I don't got a problem handling problems, but I don't like to be I don't like to be saying the same, like arguing with somebody every moment, because to me that's a person that's whining. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it's a situation that it may be a situation that came up that a person feel like I got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I still do it because I'm used to like I let a little bit of things slide. You got to give people reasonable doubt. So I say I'm bad at handling problems as they come. I usually handle the problem when it happened long ago, and I didn't let shit build up. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? So usually a person argue with me. They may be arguing about today, and I
Mm-hmm.
might be arguing about the last 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So just that's what I would say. But what about you?
Like for me, I think it's more of communicating. Communicating what my feelings are. I would say. Now, I've gotten better in the last few years, but if this was 10 years ago, and if I got mad about something, I instantly shut down, and I could just sit there with the blanket stare on my face while somebody talking to me, and I'm not expressing my feelings towards you about the situation. So I could just sit there, and then you may think, oh, he ain't listening. I'm listening, but I'm just hot. I'm mad as shit right now, and I don't know how to, let's say, articulate my words out to come back at you on some things. But past few years I've gotten better to now. If some shit piss me off, I'm gonna sit there for a little bit, and not too long. Maybe give me about maybe like a minute or two, and I'm gonna come back on you. Not in like an attack mode type of come back on you, but just more okay. But this is how I took it. This is how I was. feeling about the whole situation. What triggered me to get mad and everything. So for me, it's yeah, just communicating more when I'm mad instead of just sitting there shut down and like fuck you. I'm not trying to hear anything you're trying to say, type of thing.
Yeah, that just maturity, man. Because I done been in those situations where you just don't feel like talking, or like you said, if I do talk, I don't know how this going to go. You know what I'm saying? So
I know for me, like I ain't trying to put it on the whole. That's your like for me, I'm a Scorpio, so a lot of people like, oh, he gonna he like to he like oh basically I'm what do I want to call it? I'm very I could be very rude or blunt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if I say the first thing that's on my mind when you got me mad about something, you really ain't gonna like that shit, and I really ain't gonna give two shits about what I said to you.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Now I've gotten better with it. Like I could process. I could not not say what's on my mind right then and there. I'm gonna just let it sit back. Okay, now I'm gonna approach you this way.
Yeah.
Because if not, a lot of people would not like me if I said what were the first thing that popped in my head when you got me to that point.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Trust me, I was feeling the same way. But I know we don't mention that, like we don't mention horoscope, I guess, on this one and the last one.
Mhm.
So like a lot of people they don't believe it. They're like, oh, it don't mean anything. Like, do you think that plays like a role in like I guess like relationships, friendships, or you just think anybody can be friends with anybody or anybody can date anybody and it'll work, I guess.
I would say 100% yes, but to a certain extent. Like I think, of course, you could be friends with anybody who has different horoscopes and all that, but relationship wise, if y'all motherfuckers ain't compatible on something, you ain't got to be compatible on everything. It's like oh my horoscope traits have this, that, and the third, and theirs have this. You got to be on something, but relationship wise, no. But friendships, yeah, I think you could be friends with anybody who has a different horoscope than yours, of course. But now, granted, uh, will you tolerate some of the shit that person may do? Then that's up to you as a person.
Yeah, cause like ironically, it's like it's certain signs that I just never run into.
Hmm.
Like like
I mean,
like
shit.
I don't really run into like Sagittarius like that. So like
What month that's in?
that's the end of November, the beginning of December.
Okay, I think might be the only one we may know. I could be wrong. Might be Jarvis, but I know his birthday in December.
I think he is.
But I think he
So
was that. He about the only one. Actually, I take that back. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, and one of my sister's friend's son. He
yeah,
his birthday in December. But other than that, yeah. but on more of a, let's say, everyday type thing, nah, I don't rarely
yeah.
run into them.
Yeah, because I don't know why it's like this in the military. Like it was just like I only attracted like half my friends was Virgos, the other half was Pisces, and
Uh-huh.
that's all it was. Like that's the only people I attracted.
So okay, let's see. You got, of course, let's list them off for the people out there. You got Virgos, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Taurus. We just mentioned Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancers, Libra, Leo, and Aries.
Yeah,
So, and for me, my wife, she a Libra. So if you're the type of person, let me do a Google search to see if we're compatible. They would say we're not compatible just based off all our traits. But
oh wow.
shit, we compatible on a lot of shit that little Google sites got wrong on. So,
I thought they said the same thing about me and my wife too. Like
what's your wife?
a Pisces.
Pisces. Okay.
think they say the same thing. But thing I kind of found it out because of my brother or whatever. I think the highest for like a Scorpio is like an Aries or some shit like that.
Mm,
The highest for a Gemini is actually a Libra.
mm,
But like
sure.
I would tell people like if you don't got nobody or you trying to figure out, but I'll tell you this, every woman that be complaining about their ex-boyfriend, when they actually look when I have them look up the horoscopes and shit,
Hmm.
they're not compatible.
Yeah,
Like so when women be talking trash about these dudes, they haven't dated nobody they compatible with.
compatible with yeah. Cause they
And
hey
if,
they probably going based off of the motherfucker looks and shit.
yeah, and if you ask them, they'll tell you, "Oh yeah, my last three boyfriends was Gemini's and it didn't work." Oh, really? Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I keep doing. I just keep dating people in that month. Make sure
Eh,
because like I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the women when they finally pull up the horoscopes and stuff, they end up dating that same sign over and over, and it don't work
yeah.
out.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they but yeah, because they don't never dive deep into why did it didn't work out with that person. They just oh well they do this then the third. But shit, man, you gotta. I mean, I ain't gonna say you gotta go out there and find somebody that is compatible to your horoscope and shit like that. But just if you seen something wrong with that first person, don't you think you need to switch it up and go after something different? Like, go outside your box. Some people always say, "Well, this is what my man or woman needs to have." Money, yada yada yada, shit like that. But you just gotta look at yourself as a person and see what you really want out there.
man, we really need to get a woman on here because
Yeah.
I still ain't figure out this dumb saying. Like I know
Mm-hmm.
you heard it when we was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's wrong with him? He's too nice. He's too nice. I don't want somebody that's going to be too nice. Like, and then they'll say some shit like,
That shit killed me back in the day. Cause I was Mr. Love. I used to miss Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Cuddle Bear type shit.
and they say all of that, and guess what?
They end up with that motherfucker.
Not only that, but I'm saying like through their whole lifetime, they sitting there dating people. Oh yeah, my boyfriend, he was an asshole. You just said this guy that probably would have married you was too nice.
Come on now.
Guess what? You ain't want nobody nice. Yeah, like I never understood that. Yeah, I don't
But
want
that's the shit that
somebody.
tripped me out though. It's more like like you said, I want the thug because I want some excitement in my life. Yeah, you want some excitement when that motherfucker got 20 bullets raining on your car, some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's like that's the shit that always threw me for a loop growing up. It's like, oh, he's too nice. I need somebody with some little thug in him and all that other hoopla. But then you turn around, fast forward, and they late 20s, early 30s. They marry the guy who was too nice back in earlier on in their life.
Yeah,
But, that shit did.
yeah,
Yeah, it threw me for a loop back in the day.
yeah. Cause they
As
didn't
I
done
got older,
they,
I just didn't give a fuck at that point. I was just like, it is what it is.
yeah, they didn't done their thing, and now they trying to get somebody nice that's going to marry them. Cause all them dudes they was after probably
Mm.
ain't gonna marry them. Probably had no teams on getting married. Period. Anyway, but I just
Mm-hmm.
always thought it was funny. That was a dumb one. They're too nice. But then they'll be with somebody that ain't doing shit. Ain't taking them on a date.
Come on.
Ain't doing nothing for the birthday. None of that.
Paying
I
all the
know.
bills in the house, letting that nigga borrow their car and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, aka baby boy status around this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a Jody out there, nigga.
Like, I don't get it. And I would never get it. But I used to hear that dumb stuff. I used to hear it and like, man. But yeah, you're right. That nice guy, you'll get in that friend zone.
Mhm.
Get in that friend zone and be
Be in that friend zone, be in the background creeping like, all right, that nigga finna fuck up. You finna come call me.
That's boys. Not me. When I was young, it's just like, yeah, we can't talk. We're friends.
Yeah.
You know so much about me. I know so much about you. So I got tired of hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
I find this balance that it's kind of like I'm on the edge. Like
Mm-hmm.
they have this thing about me, like we cool, but if we got drunk and I got caught slipping, he'll
Mm-hmm.
probably get me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the vibes that, like as I got older, that's the kind of vibe I gave off.
Mm-hmm.
Because that being nice and giving them advice and all of that, yeah, your ass be just that guy giving advice
Come on now.
forever.
Good boy. I said, we'll get one more in here before we get up out of here.
There you go.
It's not personal, but something about other people. Just like what's the most common reason for people failing or giving up on things?
I tell you what, it's that goddamn Instagram. They're not getting enough likes. They're not getting enough follows. Nobody cares about that ugly ass shirt you spent $300 for. That's why. That's why they fail. But yeah, that's part of it. But nah,
Yeah.
it just people don't. I don't know. People that just got softer these days. Like
Mm-hmm.
nobody don't want to work for nothing. Nobody don't want to take the stairs, take the long way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just want to be recognized immediately.
Yeah.
Like we don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I might know you from high school, and I just know you
Mm-hmm.
from high school.
Yeah.
You was just George, and you sat in the back of the class. But everybody just feel like they should be recognized immediately because they keep comparing themselves to everybody else. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people trying to keep up with everybody else, and then they become haters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of doing what they want to do,
Okay.
because my list of things of what I want to do probably don't match. Excuse me. It don't match a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I bought a lot of things people see me buy. It ain't nothing that I seen somebody else with. It's just what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I mentioned the buying silver and stuff, I might know one homeboy that buys silver and gold and all of that stuff, but that ain't come from me seeing 30 people on Instagram doing it. It's just me recognizing like, man, this shit gonna go up. This gonna be worth something. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like my clothing line. Like I don't know. I don't hang with nobody that has a clothing line. I just say, hey man, let me start a clothing line. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And let me find out who can make the clothes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I just do what I want to do. I don't
Mm-hmm.
really worry about what people think. But I would say it's definitely people just worried about other people, what they think.
Mm-hmm.
People want to be recognized immediately. They don't want to respect the journey or the process.
Definitely.
And
They
trying
want
to
they
keep
want they want that quick success right away.
And yeah, and like what you said on another episode, just trying to keep up with the Joneses, like
Mm-hmm.
keep up with yourself.
Yeah.
You make your own list, you make your own status, you make your own level, and that's what you go after. Like
Yeah.
we might not like the same thing, we might not be after the same thing. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
after nothing that if it's on somebody else's list, we just happen to think of the same thing. But it's nothing I seen on Instagram that I'm like, yeah, everybody's going to Tulum. I'm going to Tulum this year. No, I'm not doing that. Everybody's going to Dubai this year. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to Dubai because if you pay
Come on
attention,
now.
like I said, if you watch social media, beginning of every year or the end of the year, it'll be one celebrity go somewhere and everybody goes that same place. You see
Definitely.
regular people that want to be celebrities, they go them same places. And I'm just like, all this stuff to do in the world, and y'all want to go to the same place. Like get back to this Instagram. You get rich to do the same shit a million people do.
Yeah.
A million people do. You got all this money to go to Tulum because 100 people went to Tulum.
Yeah.
You got all this money to wear the same Dior jacket that everybody else is going to wear.
Definitely.
Y'all buy the same necklaces. Y'all drink the same thing. Y'all wear the same jewelry. Like nobody's original. You
Nah.
know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like research some shit, drink some shit people ain't drinking. You know, be on some shit people ain't on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this right here, this from the Biltmore, the biggest house, one of the biggest house in the country, 250 rooms. Dude built it in 1895. Only had one kid before he died. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Jesus.
ain't covering up stuff with no aluminum foil. Like I got stoppers. I
Yeah.
got wine stoppers. I do different shit. Like you got to do what you want to do, but I don't know why people want to go to the club and all of y'all dress the same, all of y'all smell the same. What y'all wearing? Creed? That's cool. What y'all wearing? Bond number 9. I'm wearing some shit that got my logo on there. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like just do your own research. Like it's too many options to be one of a million of the people that has the million. Like that don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I am. Like y'all gonna buy the same car. Oh, everybody want this car. Everybody's gonna buy that same car.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to that club. I want to go to that club.
You know.
Everybody's posting. I
Let's go
want to
live on
post.
Sundays. Yeah.
Like, it made more sense for a broke people to be more uniform because like man, we both can't afford it, so this what we wearing.
Yeah.
Not like me and you got money, but let's go buy the same yacht, same color. I want the same interior,
Mm.
and when you ain't taking your boat out, I want the same damn captain. Like that don't even make sense. Like I said, I got like you open up a can of worms because there's some people out there that say,
Yeah.
bro, where you got your shoes from? And I only seen this happen in the Navy.
Uh,
Happened to me twice. I tell the dude what shoes I got. So I'm thinking he's gonna go buy the same pair, different color.
mm-hmm.
Dude buy the same
Same
pair,
there.
same color, and he comes back bragging like he just had the eye for the shit, like he was
Yeah.
styling. I'm like, dude, you got that shit from me. You asked me about it yesterday. Asked me what mall I got it from. You went and bought the same shoe, and you flashing it like they didn't just see me wear the shit yesterday.
See, that's one thing I can't do. I can't go if I see somebody with the same with a shirt, shoes. I'm not gonna ask you, hey, where'd you get it from, and go get the same shit. I don't like that. I hate if I see something else on if I see another piece of article of clothing or shoes on somebody else, I can't go buy it because it's just I feel like I'm copying them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
some people gonna look at it. Oh no, you just mean you like it. Nah, I can't. It's just a feeling I get where like
yeah,
I don't want to be wearing the same shit. Like for me, I'm a Jordan head, but I don't see people every day wearing the Jordans where I'm at. So it's like I'm not gonna run into anybody wearing the same shoes I'm at. So for
yeah,
me, if I am wearing the Jordans, I'm not gonna be up in the club wearing it because I know I'm gonna run into about 20, 30 people wearing the same goddamn pair of J's that got on the same as me.
yeah, yeah,
But just to touch on the question, I think it's another thing like why people give up on things. They have that fear, and I talked about this on like the first, I think it was like maybe the first or second episode that we did,
yeah,
and like when we were talking about starting the podcast, and it was like me, I had a big thing of having that fear stopping me from doing something great. And it's just
yeah,
like you're always thinking about the what ifs. Well, what if it don't work, or what if people don't watch, or what if I may say the wrong thing, some shit like that. It's you gotta lose that fear because the fear is gonna always stop you from doing things in life that's gonna propel you to the next great thing that you may have in your life and going on and so forth. So the biggest thing would be fear, and also like just what we're talking about. Stop being a follower out there, bro. Stop trying to follow the trend. Stop doing this and then that. Make your own lane. As you
yeah.
see what my dog is doing, yeah, there's other clothing lines out there, but he got his own style to it. I don't see
You
nobody else doing the style that he doing
know,
it. So
you know,
hey,
you see it.
y'all gonna support the double shot apparel.
Yeah, and I think it's entitlement too. Like a lot of people saw, they think everybody owe them something, or
Mhm,
they man like, oh, how come they get it? Like man, like somebody put them on, or they was
mhm,
paying attention. They got into like let's use crypto for example. There's
mhm,
people that's getting into it right now. You got people that ain't gonna get into it. And then
mhm.
when it blow, you can't be jealous because guess what? Somebody told you to get in on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I ain't like I said, I wasn't really into Bitcoin, but I knew it was $50 at one point.
Yeah.
Wow, we was grown when it was
Mm-hmm.
$50. But nobody ain't tell me to buy it. I wasn't into it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like just think, like we was talking about earlier. Everybody keep up with it. They can tell you how much it costs, how much it went up, how much it went
Mm-hmm.
down, but they can't go buy one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey Myra, it's 60,000, right? And the first thing I be thinking, oh yeah, you about to get one? Nah.
Nah,
I
nah, I
just
ain't got
I just
that.
want you to know that I know that you should know it
they
costs 60,000.
they know what trend is going on, but
Yeah,
they not in the trend.
yeah. But then when I say, yeah, it dropped. It's 35,000, but a kilo of gold is still 60,000. I'm like, I didn't know that. I know you ain't know that because
Yeah.
everybody ain't talking about that. But
Mm-hmm.
that's just me. I do my own research. I do my own stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just think outside the box. But a lot of people be feeling entitled. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't be mad at these people. You know what I'm saying? You got some broke people that's mad that, whoever is a billionaire. And
Yeah.
man, he got all that money. It don't make no sense he made that much money off them shoes. Well, why you ain't making shoes?
There you
For
go. Come on.
me on creating, y'all, last year, the pandemic, I made the most stuff during the pandemic. I had my own oils. My girl had her oils. Got a
Mm-hmm.
clothing line. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? We doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? I was researching yesterday. I fell asleep on the phone looking at how to start a drink like a tequila or a vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was doing the research. I already
Right.
got a name for it and everything. Like
Ah, shit.
you see what I'm saying? So
We'll talk
it's
about that. We'll talk about it off air.
oh yeah. So it's just stuff that people are doing, like the rich people are doing. But once you do that research, you start
Mm-hmm.
finding out like that shit really don't cost that much money. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I was telling people I got two app ideas, but to make an app, it's 20,000 or less.
Yeah.
But every app you got on your phone worth $1 billion. So why you ain't
Mm-hmm.
thinking about buying one? But I work with people that say I just bought a truck for 60,000, 80,000. You could have made 3 or 4 apps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got people, we don't even gotta go that far. We got people that'll buy a brand new charger, brand new
Mm-hmm.
whatever. That's 20,000.
Yeah.
Why you ain't buy it out? Cause guess what? That everybody know that value drops as soon as you drive it off. But
Come
guess
on.
what? You got an app. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, the highest paid app is Candy Crush. Candy
That
Crush, Max and Candy.
shit's still going strong.
Max and Candy. I probably could have got somebody from kindergarten and say, hey, what game you want to come up with? Hey, how about we do a game on Max and Candy? I like candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody tell you about it down, man. I make 750,000
Mm-hmm.
a day
Yeah.
because people want to match candy. Candy Crush makes I seen somewhere makes 750,000 a day because people from 10 to 70 years old want to match candy. So you telling me and somebody else I know, or just me by myself can't come up with something smarter than that?
I think with people, when like for them, I even throw myself in there, where you want to think of some big elaborate idea for something, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I gotta do this. Most of these businesses, apps, whatever, it'd be the simplest thing that turns into the biggest thing out there. But it's a lot of people they get backwards. Or I need a big idea, and then I could celebrate or get big on something. Nah, I get it. Something simple, like this thing is the quote: "Simple is key." Keeping it
Yeah.
simple, and then just go forward, and then push on with that. So I think with that, people just gotta get out of their own way to so they can advance in life.
And you gotta think, you just gotta be outside the box. Like
Yeah.
how can you hold this? How can you hold this 18 hours a day and don't think, man, I wonder how much Instagram worth.
Mm.
I saw on Facebook. And I did that one day. I'm like, damn, all this is in the billions.
Yeah.
And then when I looked up TikTok, and like I said, I don't know if it happened for other people, but 2019, the kids was on TikTok. 2019, the kids was already on it. I thought it was a little kid social media.
Funny shit. I see that's the thing. Them kids be on it because I didn't hear about TikTok until last year. To be honest.
Until last year, everybody got stuck in there for the pandemic. But this is the kicker. This is the kicker.
Hmm.
We just found about it in 2020.
Yeah.
TikTok been out since 2016 and is worth 65 billion. 65 billion.
Dang.
But nobody don't want to make an app though.
Yeah.
We want to talk about flipping houses and all of that. Flip it out. Okay, guess what? You can flip that house for 200,000 and make
Yeah.
240,000, or you can buy, or you can get an app made for 20,000,
Yeah.
and somebody come buy it from you for $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the big numbers, and just like I said, we don't got to go with the big numbers. If somebody say, "Hey, I want to come buy it from you for $1 million,"
Yeah.
you only put 20,000 on it,
Mm-hmm.
and that person, like for instance, WhatsApp. Mark Zuckerberg bought that for 19 billion. 19 billion.
Yeah, I was just looking at a list, or not too long ago, and I think he's what about the third or fourth richest man in, I think it's in America or the world, some shit like that. I think
Yeah.
he's at like, I think they said like, I might be wrong, but like 96 billion or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
shit,
him and his friends made Facebook, but
yeah,
Instagram, they done bought a lot of shit.
yeah, they bought Instagram, and didn't they? Nah, they ain't buy Snapchat. They ain't buy Snapchat.
They bought WhatsApp.
Snapchat, yeah, they bought the WhatsApp. They bought that, yeah. So,
Yeah, so you got to think like these people. Y'all watching these people.
mm,
I love to say Mark Zuckerberg.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They watching these people on social media, and ain't nobody saying, "Yeah, man, how about if I get with like 4 people and we put in 5,000, we can make an app." Like
yeah,
nobody was saying that, and that's what I think people should be focusing on. Cause like, bro, you can flip 20,000, and somebody gonna pay you $1 billion for it.
yeah,
That shit, flipping a house. I think you're doing more shit to flip a house.
yeah.
Like,
Especially if you got to do any type of remodeling to that bitch before you flip
yeah. And me, I just want to find an app developer and team up with them, be 50-50 partners. That's it.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's a sweet game because it is dirty. You know, people can come and steal your ideas and get back on that plane and take it back to Silicon Valley. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I mean, I'm sure it's a way to get around that and you
you
can
gotta do your homework, and I look at it come with the right paperwork.
yeah, that's it. So like
Yeah,
man, I just be sitting there thinking like I'll see something, I'm like, man, I know I can probably make that, you know.
yeah,
Like that's what I be thinking. And what really made me think, like, man, I should make something to drink because I seen that Jay-Z breakdown.
mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, Jay-Z is a billionaire. 60%, 600 million of it is the Ace of Spade
Yeah,
and the Deuce.
yeah. 'Cause everybody,
60%.
everybody drank now. Shit, Wayne.
60%. So that's bigger than the music they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's bigger than, oh yeah, he owns a basketball team or whatever.
But that's even like think about it. That's like what Conor McGregor. He I forgot how much he put into to his whiskey that he was with.
Yeah.
He flipped that shit, and he made another 100 million off that when he sold it. So
Yeah.
the come up off that when whatever how much he put into it, like that shit crazy. So liquor business is booming. So yeah, we got to talk about that.
And that's the thing. Like people don't know this. You can look it up too. E40 has an independent liquor
Dog,
company, and he has cognac, tequila. He has everything.
the wine. I'm still waiting to try his wine, but every time I try to buy it, that bitch sold out everywhere.
He got California, well, Oakland on lock. So
Mm-hmm.
they probably running through that. But yeah, he just like why people don't think I see this every day. It can't be that hard. Let me research it. Maybe researching is too hard for you, cool. But I just be thinking that like there's a lot of stuff in the open that people doing it right in front of you, like Rick Ross. Oh yeah, Bel Air, Bel Air, Bel Air.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude is all day with it.
Yeah.
Everybody got social media. You can do it. You like even though you ain't famous,
Yeah.
eventually,
Somebody gonna catch on.
you keep putting it in somebody's face. Like it might be your friends that call you.
And the funniest thing, a motherfucker will share the celebrities post about a liquor, but if you come out with a liquor, your friends ain't finna share that post. But it's like, what's the difference? We both promoting a product, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, because like I ain't gonna call no name out, but it's some clothing lines out there. They logo ain't as good as mine, but
Uh,
a rapper wore it one time, so everybody want to wear it. Everybody
yeah.
want to take pictures and all that. That's cool. I'm
Mhm.
not mad at them, but I'm just saying you're right though, and I just saying anything. That's why I tell people. People will post a celebrity like they need your support. Everybody
Yeah.
know who this person is. If Beyonce say I'm with Tommy Hilfiger or whoever she with,
Everybody
you
finna
know
go
this.
flock to that.
Yeah, it's in the magazine. Like why you feel like you got to repost that?
And some of these things with the celebrities when they promoting something, they don't even really fuck with the shit that they promoting.
Really don't.
They just getting the fucking check from their
Really don't.
ass. So that's a lot of things people gotta really look out for. They just Beyonce, she do this. Man, she don't really fuck with that shit. She's getting that check out.
Exactly. There's only a few of them that turn it down because they really don't mess with it. But a lot of them,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so that's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
but they will support them. They will post a celebrity. Like this dude has 60 million followers. Like,
Mm.
you won't post your friend that has 100 followers. Like,
Come on now.
what you gonna do? Get people to click to look at it that already follow this dude.
Come on
Come
now.
on, man.
It's
We
like it's
all
like it's like motherfucker. It's like people. You know me. You don't know that motherfucker. They don't know you. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it ain't gonna have no
Spread the love. It
impact
ain't
on
nothing
your
but
life.
a quick little share of the post. Click, click, boom. Keep it moving.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no impact on their life.
Oh man.
But guess what? Whether you post it out or not, that boy
Mhm.
is still standing in the mansion, still on the yacht. You might not ever even go to this dude concert. He don't know shit about you, but you
Come
you you did that, and the dude that you probably gonna play cards with on Friday, you be like, "Hey, you see him post?" Like, "Oh yeah, I seen it," but you ain't like it. You ain't
But
share
hey,
it.
you seen Jay-Z post? Oh yeah, dawg, I shared that bitch.
Yeah,
Hey, okay. All right.
yeah. I shared it, liked it, watched the video 3 times, and
Come
then I
on now.
shared it on
I even
Facebook
said
too.
I even sent this to my friends in a DM. That's like, hey, check this out.
Yeah. Then I sent it to TikTok and I did a voiceover on it. That's who I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like my homeboys, they do music. It ain't gonna hurt me to post it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Like it might be one person I know and they be like, "Oh, I like that dude music," so I started following him. It might
Mm-hmm.
be that simple.
Yeah.
But guess what? It didn't cost me no money. It ain't cost me no
Come on,
time.
man.
I didn't have to monitor it. Like I ain't have to look at it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I
It's
don't
just a
gotta.
simple follow, like
That's it.
that's it.
That's it. Cause like I said, I done posted my homeboy Ray so many times.
Mm.
Like you done seen if you ain't clicked it, you done seen him keep popping up. He got to be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've seen it numerous times.
Yeah, but it's the thing. I don't gotta tell him I'm doing. It. He just do it. And anytime I
Yeah,
post my clothes, he the first person that reshare
sharing it.
every single time. So I have people like, oh yeah, I'm busy. This dude is really rapping. This dude is really traveling. Dude really doing concerts. He
Mm.
got his family, and he because it ain't shit. To click 2 buttons,
Yeah.
click 2 buttons, put the damn flames on there, go on about your business, bro.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh boy. Well, let's go and wrap this thing up. We want to appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of the TBD show. I am Byron, and it's Don P and Tech as well. But like I said, you can follow us as well on Instagram at TBD Podcast 21. You can follow us on our personal accounts for me, I am King Byron, Don P at Cigar DeLone, Tech at Long Live King Tech. Also, check us out on Facebook at TBD Podcast. Check us out on YouTube at the TBD Show. And with that, we are out, and we'll see y'all next time. Holla at y'all later.